Hey there, welcome back to another video. Just like last time, my name is Nick. Got my notes right here like always, and as you can tell, just like in my last video, I am not in front of my normal wall with my same three decorations. This is not stay-at-home Sportsnet this week. This is 2 week long road trip Sportsnet week. So I am coming to you live from the beautiful Argo, Alabama, right outside of Birmingham, where last night we treated ourselves to a Birmingham Bulls game. It was Birmingham Bulls versus the Pensacola Ice Flyers. So I got my review of the game right here. Now let's go over it, shall we? So starting off, first period starts. The game is kind of slow. They're kind of skating around, getting the feel of things. At 8:42 in the first period, Pensacola gets the first penalty of the game. It was Tim Faulkner with a 2-minute tripping penalty. Pensacola would kill off that penalty. And then at 11:32, the Birmingham Bulls said, hey, let us get a piece of that action. They get their own penalty. This one by Shane Murphy. It was a 2-minute slashing penalty. On the power play, Pensacola would score at 12:49. It was from Cam Gaudette, his first goal of the season. Assists to Shane Bull and Tyler German. Shane Bull, no relation to the Birmingham Bulls. Heyo. Pensacola said, we like that so much, we're coming back for seconds. At 13:48 of the first period, they get another goal. This one by Zach Bross, his third of the season. Assists go to Ethan Price and Matt Weissner. And then at 15:25 of the first, Pensacola gets a penalty. This one was Cam Gaudette, 2 minutes on an interference call. Pensacola would kill that penalty, and then Birmingham would get their own second penalty of the period at 18 minutes 11 seconds from Arkip Ledzianko. It was a 2-minute slashing penalty. Birmingham would kill that off. Going into the intermission, at the first intermission, the score was 2-0 for the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Going into the second period, not much happened through that first half. It was getting a little chippy between the two teams, but the rest were kind of letting them play. At 13:37 of the second period, Birmingham would get on the board with a goal of their own from Matt Wood. It was his second of the season. Assist to Sean Kennedy and Aaron Sherratt. At 15:11, there were offsetting minors, so we were playing 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. The Birmingham penalty was by Parker Saretsky. It was a 2-minute roughing penalty, and the penalty for Pensacola was from Lucas Jurasic. It was a 2-minute unsportsmanlike conduct. That was pretty much it for notable plays throughout the game, or that period, excuse me. Going into the second intermission, the score was 2-1 for the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Once the third period kicked off, the Birmingham Bulls came out hot. At 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the third period, Birmingham scored. This goal was from Sean Kennedy. It was his second of the season with assists by Parker Saretsky and Jordan Gagnon. At 7:23, Shane Murphy, would get another penalty. This one was a 2-minute tripping penalty. Birmingham would kill that. And then at 9:45 of the third, Pensacola would get another penalty. This one was by Blake Wells. It was a 2-minute holding. Pensacola would kill. Are you sensing a theme that Pensacola was killing off their power, or their penalty kill was killing off the penalties? There we go. Train of thought found. Pensacola would get another penalty at 17:18 in the third. This one was by Tyler German. It was 2 minutes for high sticking, and Pensacola would once again kill off the penalty. At the end of regulation, we were tied 2-2 thanks to that goal from Sean Kennedy. Excuse me, these Shanes and Seans are all throwing me off. In overtime, the teams would exchange very good chances. Each team would get 4 shots on goal. None of them would go in. So we go to a shootout. In the shootout, Tyler German would score on his first attempt in the shootout. And then in the third round, Tyrone Bronte would score on his attempt to make it 2-0 for the Ice Flyers in the third round of the shootout. And then in the fourth round, Ty Taylor would make a save to ice the win for the Ice Flyers. Meaning the final score is 3-2 Ice Flyers over the Birmingham Bulls. Let's look at the shots per period. In the first period, Pensacola had 14, Birmingham had 12. In the second period, Pensacola had 9, Birmingham had 16. And in the third period, both teams had 11 shots. In the overtime, both teams had 4 shots. Totals, Pensacola had 38 shots, Birmingham had 43. On the power plays, Pensacola went 1 for 4, 25% last night. Birmingham went 0 for 5, 0%, if my math skills have not failed me. Goalie stats, for Pensacola, we had Ty Taylor in net. He had 2 goals against on 34 shots, or 43 shots, my bad. 2 goals against on 43 shots, 41 saves. Birmingham had Hayden Stewart in net. He had 2 goals against on 38 shots, 36 saves. 3 stars of the game as picked by yours truly, because I couldn't find 3 stars anywhere. I put Sean Kennedy at number 3 for Birmingham. He did have that goal and an assist earlier in the game. Number 2, I have Tyler German. He had that overtime or shootout game winner goal for the Pensacola Ice Flyers. And then number 1, I have Pensacola's goalie Ty Taylor. He was standing on his head all game. We were sitting right behind the net that he was tending for the first and the third period, and there were probably 3 times that I thought Birmingham had scored that after play stopped, I realized he had that in his glove or in his pads or something. He did phenomenal last night. And like I said, Pensacola wins 3 goals to 2, or 3-2. It was a fun game. I love the SPHL. If you live close to any of the 10 teams, I recommend going and just taking the time to enjoy. The tickets are, I think our tickets were like $22 last night. So it's a lot cheaper than going to an NHL game. Those smaller barns have such an electric energy. I'm not going to shout out the team that I said the NHL had a worse atmosphere, but there is one. But Dallas, what? All right, anyway, I did pick up this hat, so Bulls fans, keep an eye out for this hat in my SPHL roundup videos that will be coming probably on Monday still. Just like last time, if you guys are enjoying my content, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see your favorite team's hat on my head, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Share this with your friends. Say, hey, let's go to an SPHL game together because it seems like fun. And then we'll know what this guy's talking about on YouTube. All right. But anyway, until next time, bye-bye.